Hello, Leo, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Will's Cartomancy Tarot. If you're new to my channel, I certainly appreciate both your viewership as well as your subscriptions. Okay, so with this reading, Leo, that I like to do is I like to reintroduce you to your shadow, as I've already done, I believe, two readings for you guys in terms of various past lives that you may have lived. So now I just want to focus on destructive or toxic patterns that you guys are, patterns to which you guys are clinging that you may want to consider surrendering. Okay? Rest assured, Leos, that some of the information that I'm going to be saying to you today might piss you off in some way. But if you really take just keep an open mind when you're listening to the shower, because of course it's going to bring out a lot of things that you don't want to accept or embrace. It also is going to bring out different qualities within you that perhaps you've heard uh, mentioned to you previously. Okay, understand, Leo, that the shadow has been with us for centuries. Okay, some of you might be asking, what in the hell is a shadow? So, a shadow basically is, in layman's terms, your evil twin, a doppelganger, as referred to in literature. It's an anomaly. It's your other, okay? And as I said, this shadow has been lurking for centuries. Even Shakespeare once noted, out, brief candles. Life is but a walking shadow, a poor player that struts and frets his hours upon the stage, and then is heard no more. It is a tale told by an idiot, full of sound and fury, signifying nothing. To die, to sleep, perchance, there goes the rub. Okay, so with that said, Leos, and I like to also say to you guys, I do certainly hope that you guys have been enjoying your birthday. If this reading resonates with you guys, be sure to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe if you've yet to subscribe here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to shuffle up my shadow tarot cards here, and I'm going to ask one simple question. What does Leo need to know, or what insights, Spirit, can you provide me about Leo's shadow? And Leo, this reading really has no expiration period, okay? But I will make it valid until the end of this year, okay? And I also will be posting more shadow related readings for you guys. So again, Spirit, what insights can you provide me about Leo's shadow? What insights? And this reading certainly is a very good self-discovery type reading too, ladies and gentlemen. And it'll help you embrace your shadow so that you could surrender those things that no longer serve you. Okay, so let's see what we have. I'm going to go on and select two cards from the bottom of the deck here. Okay, we have the Lovers, okay, and we have Strength, okay. So let's take a peek at the Lovers here. All right, so the Lovers, it connects, of course, with air signs here. Normally Geminis, but I usually associate it with air signs. Okay, this card shows, Leo, that you seem to have an inability to make a choice when needed. Okay, it shows that you guys have a lot of trust issues. It shows issues with being unfaithful or constantly dealing with those who are. Okay, it shows a lot of indecisiveness, as I've already said here. Your inability to make a choice here. It shows a lot of depression, power plays as well as struggles. It shows a sense of not listening or caring about another's needs, okay? Or just simply bottling up your feelings. And this card is urging you, Leo, to be a bit more responsible and trusting, okay? Trust your intuition. It's telling you to learn how to compromise more. Since this card is the lovers, it seems to be the spirit is. It seems to be surrounding your romantic or emotional type situations here. It's time to surrender animosity and procrastination. What I'm getting here with this card, Leos, you really need to make a decision between two here that I'm getting, and you're hesitant to do so. And while this decision, Leo, is probably more than likely the most difficult decision that you will ever have to make, you have the strength here, considering that the strength also falls at, next to that card here. And you have the strength within you to do so. And of course, that connects with fire signs, usually Leos, okay? But many of you just simply you aren't sure due to the lover's card here. You're just indecisive here. And despite the fact that many of you are unsure, the strength card, if you kind of surrender the toxic side or the more shadowy side of this card, it shows you that you do in fact have the courage and the ability to make a wise decision. Okay? Amid the chaos and all of the problems that surround you here. Okay? Either you are not believing and really don't care what happens, or you are just simply fearing things that I'm getting here when I connect those two cards. I also feel too, this gives me a strong sense, ladies and gentlemen, just kind of connecting both of these cards, the lovers as well as the strength together, is that many of you are very insecure and showing little regard, or some of you are behaving as a narcissist, being too abusive or in fact aggressive in some way, or just simply being impatient or very insensitive. So the key is to embrace a bit more dignity, I'm kind of getting, and have more self-control. I feel that there's a strong fear of commitment that seems to be kind of blocking you guys. And, it's almost, it kind of reminds me of the Eve song that she used to sing back in the day. Love is blind, but it can damn sure kill you if you don't wake the hell up. You dig? Okay, let me stop. But it shows a lot of opposition, Don Juan type personality that might be at play here. Or just feeling you'll never find that special person, or feeling a sense of being worn out or weak or vulnerable. Even some of you, even sick. Cowardice. Almost like this Dr. Jekyll or Mr. Hyde type thing. Or just simply being bullied by another, or even for many of you, just relying too much here that I'm getting strongly. Too much on various intoxicants, drugs, etc. Okay, to kind of, you're evading your situation here. This is only a temporary satisfaction, guys, which you guys need to alter. So you definitely need to give a bit more attention to your situation I'm getting, and the cards are kind of telling you to have more courage and stay a bit more centered and grounded here. Well, this is the energy that seems to be pervading this reading. So let's go on and just dive on with both feet to get into more specifics into your reading here. We're going to address various issues, and we're going to start off by looking at what you might be denying in your situation, whether good or bad, ladies and gentlemen, or what people who, after getting to know you, they tend to point out about you, or you hate accepting, okay? Or simply just things that might in fact frighten you, or it just simply blocks your growth. All right, so let's go on and select the card here. We have, wow, Nine of Cups. Of course, we all know that this card is usually known as the wish card, right? So I feel that with this card, Jupiter is in Pisces, of course, and it connects with, it seems that you guys seem to have a tendency in having a lot of delusional or unrealistic expectations when it comes to situations, particularly romantic situation. And again, I didn't, really focus this reading on romantic. Basically, we're just gonna go on and just share whatever that comes up here. But I also see that there's an excessive desire for physical play constantly, or just overindulgence, as I've mentioned previously. This average extravagance. Again, the drugs, okay? Narcissistic type personality. Even too much masturbation, okay? Or just this playboy, playgirl type mentality. Always this tendency, ladies and gentlemen, and again, we're looking at things that you might be denying, or just almost always blaming people. You're just never taking responsibility for things that you may have also caused in the situation here, or just being a bit cold or overly critical or just a bit too complacent. Some of you might even be a bit standoffish. You need to recognize this in yourself, okay? Or lonely, if you will, or just feeling very financially unstable, okay? So really just keep an open mind as you go through this. And then, this reading will help you. Why don't you journal your thoughts here and see if there may be other issues here? We're looking at, things that you're really not accepting here. All right. So let's move on and just look at various anxieties that you might be internalizing, or simply what makes you feel anxious. What makes Leo feel touchy? All right. We have the Three of Pentacles. Wow. Okay. So with the Three of Pentacles, Leo, Mars is indeed in Capricorn. Okay. So this shows here that this card, it seems, from a shadow perspective, is all about relying too heavily on your emotions, or in fact your intuition, to really resolve your problems. These things make you anxious here. Or some of you might even, this card brings out, because this is a teamwork type card. So this card shows perhaps that some of you are being a bit too lazy, and you start things because it shows here, usually in more positive aspects, it shows teamwork, someone developing or working on something and putting out some type of a project or something, something that they've been very passionate about, which they've been passionate, you know, to even sell. And what this card is showing here, ladies and gentlemen, is that you start things or you flint to different things and you never complete it. Maybe a jack of all trades, but a master of none here. Okay? Just not simply, you just don't follow through on things that you really know that you should here. Or you're neglecting things. And when you have problems at work, I'm just seeing here, all of these, it seems to be things that can kind of crop up under this card. Or, and I feel that a lot of it is due to a lot of boredom. Or for some of you, it could be bad performance. Okay? Many of you simply hate criticism, I think, even if it's constructive. And at times you are very, very pretentious. Okay? Let's move right along to your, to pulling another card here, and just to see, what might make you feel a bit inferior. Where you lack courage, ladies and gentlemen, or even, in fact, the confidence required to do whatever it is that you need to do here. So we have, and it's something, ladies and gentlemen, because you guys are getting good cards in these areas here. So you have the Ace of Cups. And of course, that connects with water signs here. So I feel that with this card, it seems to me that a lot of you kind of feel that no one truly, truly loves you, I'm kind of getting. Or you, uh, or you just feel a sense of rejections, or just simply problems in relationship, or you fear sex without love. Some people like to have sex these days and they don't love the person. And I'm seeing that that's an element too. or you're just feeling someone is kind of running circles around you here. I'm kind of getting, or allowing others to really play with your emotions. Or you just feel emotionally, ladies and gentlemen, unkept, if you will, or not having control over your feelings, or just simply focusing too much, ladies and gentlemen, on, past hurts and repressing your true feelings and constantly being pessimistic, or simply a bit unfeeling, that I'm getting here, that I'm picking up strongly. Okay, in regards to that card there. Okay, let's move on to the next card. Selected another card here, and we're going to look at the qualities that you dislike in people, or you simply have a hard time embracing. These are the qualities that kind of bring out your anger and or rage here. And it could be qualities that you might even dislike in yourself here. Okay, so you have the seeker, or either the fool, okay, as in most traditional decks. And that connects with Uranus, air signs, ladies and gentlemen. So this card shows a sense of you're not trusting yourself, or you're doubting people, or you're constantly fearing to embrace change. Okay? Maybe you're just a bit too bored, or you're just simply being too extremely naive about situations here. Or, of course, it could be qualities in others. Or just simply not being able to move beyond the past, constantly doing routine things. You don't want to, you're too stuck in your setting your ways. I'm kind of getting. Okay? And those qualities, they no longer serve you at this moment. Okay? Or some of you might even hate people who are too impulsive, or again, it may be something that you are experiencing yourself, or just simply being a bit too frivolous. Or, in fact, just always loves to play with fire, just reckless, or just a sense of just feeling stuck that I'm getting. All right. Let's move right along and select another card here, just to look at things about which you rarely talk to others. Your secrets, or your family secrets, things that you really don't want people to really know about yourself. Okay, your darkest secret, Leo, if you will. Wow, look at this card that we pulled. Queen of Swords. Okay, so with the Queen of Swords, ladies and gentlemen, that connects, of course, with air signs. And this card, I'm just going to start with the more good qualities here. It does seem to show that you have a keen ability to write, or to communicate. And it might be a hidden secret that you do and you just don't share with people, or something that you probably need to do here. I'm kind of getting at some point. But many of you, because you have this Queen of Swords here, and this Queen of Swords could be a true bitch, male or female. Many of you are truly selfish or needy, or some of you might even fear just simply getting older here. I'm seeing a lack of empathy, or some of you might be even, in fact, have a proclivity to be very distant emotionally. Okay, we all have these negative qualities, Leo, so please don't allow any of these things to make you mad. Just know that these things are inherent in you, and you need to know when this shadow is lurking so that you can do something about it here. All right? And again, as I said, some of you are truly an iconic bitch, if you will, and have an uttered disregard for law and even of authority here. Many of you are very deceitful and petty at times, and very, very domineer. It's my damn way or the highway with this bitch right here. Okay? It's that type of attitude. All right? And I'm kind of getting a sense that many of you are very, very embittered, vindictive, or You just always feel you are being mistreated in some way that I'm getting. Let's move right along to look at, select another card, and the last card in this reading here is to kind of examine where your self-hatred lies, what you hate about yourself, where the fears associated with, this self-loathing type quality about you. Okay? So we have the Five of Pentacles. And with the Five of Pentacles, ladies and gentlemen, this card connects, well, Mercury governs this card. And so Mercury is in Taurus with this card here. So, of course, this card is all about being unemployed and, just going through all types of adversity here. Okay? I feel that you're fearing being left out in the cold or unemployed or just being poor or abandoned. That's why I'm kind of feeling that this reading more so is connected with your romantic situation as well as your work here. Okay? So a lot of you feel that life simply has passed you by. You have a fear of being rejected, shunned by others. Even some of you may even have a fear of being homeless or becoming a bit redundant, I'm getting, in some way. But understand with this card, Leos, that value, it's certainly found in having experienced adversity. You grow from that, So don't worry here that I'm getting. All right. So Leos, what I like to do is to go on and just take another of my oracle decks out and just to give you 5 more messages regarding your situation to kind of help you transform your life by just simply, ladies and gentlemen, letting go. All right. So Spirit, give me 5 more messages that are meant simply for Leo. Things they might consider transforming as they move forward during this time frame in question. Okay? 5 more messages, Spirit. Things that they may want to surrender or just simply let go. Let's see here. Okay. Spirit wants you to surrender to complete healing. Spirit says, open fully to the loving, compassionate forces of the universe that really support your physical, your emotional, as well as your spiritual healing. Surrender obsessive thinking. If you're obsessing, Leos, about a person or even, in fact, a situation, it's time that you turn the dilemma over to Spirit. Because doing so would certainly help you bring clarity or even, in fact, solve the problem completely. Okay? Surrender low self-esteem. You certainly deserve success, Leos. You deserve love as well as abundance. Try to set an intention to really identify and to release any remnants of low self-esteem. Surrender the idea that you can fix someone. That's why I said that this reading seems to be a lot focused on your romantic situation. It's certainly time for a relationship to shift. Because it simply doesn't work to try to fix someone. Each person, Leo, must be accountable for his or her own healing. And last message with these cards. Surrender worry, which is very important. Try to make a commitment not to live an anxiety-driven life. And when worries arise, breathe them out of your body. Focus on the power of your heart. And have faith that Spirit is certainly guiding you always. Correct? So in conclusion today, Leos, I'd just like to leave you with one final message from my postcard here. Okay? To give you a message that Spirit would like you to know relating to the subject under discussion today. So Spirit, what final message would you like me to share with Leo? Okay, what final message would you like me to share with my beautiful Leos out there? Okay, let's see here. We have this postcard. Let's see what it says. Dear you, There are times in life when taking a risk is better left for another day. Other times are perfect for taking that leap, no matter how dangerous it might seem. Well, hold on to your parachute strings, for today is leap time. Realize that no matter what, we will not let you fail, fall, drown, get lost, or even hurt yourself in any way on this one. Even if it may feel like you're in free fall, we are here for you. And you can stop freaking out about getting hurt and relax into this transition to something new. All of the elements are in place and your soul is ready for a new experience. No matter what you're asking about, it's time to take a risk and do the things that scares you. No matter what happens, you will certainly land softly, right on target. Don't worry about the outcome. Spirits got that covered. It's taking a leap itself that's the point. We love your courage. Embrace it. Correct? So, Leo, this is a very powerful message for you guys here. Embrace it. Again, if this reading has resonated, be sure to like, share it with others, subscribe if you've yet to subscribe, and be sure to tap that bell because I will be posting more readings for you during this time period in question. And again, I do hope that you guys are continuing to enjoy yourself during your birthday period. Okay? Look forward to hearing your comments. If you'd like to have a more personalized reading, my information is certainly identified in the description box. Enjoy your day. Thanks a lot.